What is up, guys? I have a special little guest here. This is little Miss Luna. This is the pup. This is the pup. She's gonna help me go over the Back to Basics series, right? Yeah. You are something else. You are something else. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all the kisses. This is a calm version of Luna because she was just taking her afternoon nap. And she's gone. What is she up to? She's looking for logs. That's what she's looking for, sticks. So, back to basics. Why am I doing this? What's going on with this? I explained a little bit in the first video, the first part of this. And the way I feel that I can explain it maybe best is we have a building. Here are the floors of the building. I was on this floor. Now I leveled up, went through the ceiling. Here, this ceiling is now my new floor. So I get back to a lot of basic movements. It's a very, very humbling part of training, working out, whatever it may be. It happens to all of us. And it is it's not, sometimes it doesn't feel the best, but that's why I have that on the wall there, the me versus me. You know, I am not a Dennis Hasilov or a Joe Daniels, or a Michael Schumacher for that aspect. You know, Michael Schumacher holds how many lap records, and I probably hold a lap record for my ride home from work on 295 in South Jersey. So, you know, we have different lives and everybody has a different thing going on. Kind of goes back to, you know, you never know what somebody's going through in their day. You know, that person you might hold a door for or say something kind to, what that might do for them. And the same goes for training. Everybody's in a completely different space. They have a completely different build. They have completely different strength and goals and all of that. So again, I probably say this every single video, you know, it's you versus you. Exactly, you know, you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now. And just remember that. So I thought Luna was gonna really want to be part of this, but she doesn't seem very interested. She's on a hunt for sticks. So I'm not outside. My basement is full of sticks. I have a wood stove, so she just rips any piece of a log she can off and just tears it to pieces. So in the next part, I'm gonna get into what this looked like and what you're gonna be seeing tonight. So for the first part of the circuit, what you're gonna be seeing is a 24 kilo single-sided jerk, or single-sided long cycle, I guess you could say. Only did 4 rounds tonight. And when I say only, that's not even a bad thing. When I get into, heavier weights or stuff that's more difficult or more taxing, I lower the rounds, or I lower the reps and do more rounds, whatever you decide to do. But with this one, I decided to see what I could get out round wise, and then or what I could get out rep wise, and then lower the rounds. So very, very difficult for me. I'm also noticing, if I was to have taken a video, let's just say, of my long cycle from 6 months ago, just say, it was, borderline pathetic, and that's okay. Now, how much more I've learned, and it's each and every single time I do it, I learn more. I learn that where your body wants to almost fall, and the way that it lands is probably about right. My shoulder mobility, I feel like, is my biggest thing that holds me back. And I'm not gonna talk too much about this, but everybody has different challenges when it comes to training. And the big challenge I'm having right now is the first time I've had them before, but this is the first time it's lasted. And I'm getting exertion headaches. So it took me about a week to figure this out, of what was going on. But I think a lot of it has to do with my breathing. Also that I'm kind of leveling up and using heavier weights and doing more and trying harder things. And it's exposing a lot, which it's probably gonna end up doing. And I'm probably gonna look back at this and laugh. And I'm probably gonna have somebody mention this, a year down the road or so, and I'm gonna, hear it. I did not go to the doctor for it. So let me make that clear. I'm kind of self-diagnosed here. I didn't want to go to a doctor and then them telling me, oh, you have headaches? Well, when do you get them? After I work out. How long do they last? About a day. They come and go depending on what's going on in the day. Oh, I recommend you don't work out. You don't work out, and then I say, okay, well, now my anxiety is really high. And then he says, okay, here are these pills. You take these pills, and then they're gonna make your anxiety go away. And then I say, okay. And then I sit on the couch and I eat pills all day. That doesn't seem like the right idea for me. So I did find some information, and a lot of it can be tension held in the neck. That's where I have the most pain. I lay down at night and I have to find the perfect position, because my neck, as soon as my shoulders sit back, it's like it's pinching all of this stuff in here. So the first relief that I've got from this was I got like a foam roller, but it's kind of for your neck. It's 2 basically giant balls. It looks like a nutsack of a giant. It's the best way I could put it. And that has really freed up a lot. It's the one thing that brings me relief. So the point is, my videos there's probably been a little bit less from me, and that's part of why. And just wanted to clarify that. But the single-sided jerk really it exposes a lot. I like doing a single-sided long cycle because you can really just focus on one bell. So hope you guys enjoy this part of it, and we're gonna get into the next part of the circuit. All right, so part 2 of this circuit was a Bulgarian split squat. This isn't a kettlebell only movement. You can do this with dumbbells. You can do this, you know, any which way you want to, however you choose. If you have a medicine ball or something, you know, or a slam ball that's heavy. So this isn't a kettlebell only movement. I do like the kettlebell because I can imbalance myself or go heavier weight and balance myself. I used to do a lot of Bulgarian split squats, and there's so much to do that I kind of forgot about them, and I forgot about how hard they were, how difficult they were, what I really liked about them. So for instance, if I use, say, double 16s, we'll just say, I balance myself out and it's more load, yet it's much easier because it's more balanced. If I use a single 24 like I did tonight, it's a lot less weight. It's about 20 pounds less weight or so, 17 pounds less weight, and yet it's so much more challenging, so much more difficult. So this is back to basics again. This is simple, easy movement type stuff that you can do almost anywhere. I want to see how high I can get in weight. You know, I think I might try a little bit higher soon. The 24 feels really good now. I only do eight or so reps. It's back to that exertion headache thing that I was talking about. A lot of it has to do with breathing as well, I believe, and that's where pros versus, you know, the amateur plus comes in. So the pros, if you listen to somebody, another person I kind of want to shout out here is Raze Bells, R-A-Z-E Bells. He's just started his YouTube channel, but he's pretty damn cool dude. I believe his name's Dana. His name's Dana. I've had a few different, you know, talks with him here and there, and he's actually pretty close to me. So, but watching some of his videos, say a long cycle video and, you know, a 5-minute set, the cadence of his breath, I commented on that before. It's like, it's almost mesmerizing. So that's where things start to get exposed. Now, if I was doing, you know, long cycle with, say, 8 kilo bells, I wouldn't have to focus on my breath. You watch somebody like a Joe Daniels or Dennis Vasilov, their cadence, their breath work is just spot on. They do not miss a beat. You can see sometimes Dennis, when he's like double 32s in a 10-minute set, he, towards the end, you know, 8 minutes in, he starts to get a little bit, you know, off, but I think most of us wouldn't have them cleaned. So anyway, just something I wanted to bring up was the breath part of it, and that's where I start to, I'm trying to reeling myself back in different movements and where I'm at. How can I get that full, like, belly breath in? So on to the next. Okay, so back to, this is gonna bring up the breath part of it again. And excuse me guys, I'm like burping up my protein shake. Excuse me. So the next part of the circuit was a double 28 deadlift. It was more of a sumo style deadlift. I was very, very, very focused on form, on getting my shoulders back. When I get my shoulders back like they should be, you notice that, oh my God, you pick up another 10% range of motion or 15% range of motion in your hamstrings. So I really, really focus on that. Plus it helps with the back, strengthening the back in that position with the shoulders back. Excuse me again. If you watch me in this, the movement is really not my biggest focus. Again, most human beings are strongest in a deadlift. If you ask them to pick up anything at all, the deadlift is where they would probably be the strongest. They are not going to be able to bench press what they can deadlift. They're not going to be able to squat what they deadlift. They're not going to be able to curl it, but the deadlift is a movement, like I said, that people are the most strong in because most of our muscles are in our posterior chain. Our biggest, strongest muscles are behind us, protected. You know, that's where they're supposed to be. So any which way, the biggest part of this movement that I was focused on was my breath. How do I get that? I don't know if you can see in the video or not, but my eyes are closed. I'm really trying to focus, almost like when I meditate or do breath work. I'm trying to focus, and in this awkward, you know, bent over type position, where is my breath at? Is it down low enough? Is it supporting me? Am I holding it in my head? I think holding it in my head is what's triggering the tension of that headache that I get. So once again, not for maximum effort or anything like that. It's that, okay, this is new. This is a new floor, and I really, really, really have to focus, because if I don't get this bottom part right, this basic part right, nothing else is going to work, and it's not going to transfer over and translate into other movements, other motions when they get much more difficult. So hope you guys enjoy that. The next part coming up is the EMOM, and I got a really, really cool part about that and why I liked it so much. It's very simple, but there's a key part of it that was pretty freaking awesome, and I can't wait to tell you guys. So the EMOM that I did, super simple. I don't know if I got the back end part of it, the last round that I did, which was kind of a sprint. I don't know if I got that on film or not. I'm gonna have to look back and see. I feel like I did, but I may not have. Any which way, what was the EMOM that I did? Usually my EMOMs are cool, you know, like funky flows, different shit like that. What was this EMOM? This EMOM was 5 16 kilo full snatches, one side, 5 16 kilo full snatches, the other side. Takes about, 30-ish seconds to do, but it was just focusing on that form, focusing on the technique. And like I said, if I was to look back, I wish I could look back and see, video of myself. And this is why I say I think it's so important to film yourself. Now, are they perfect? No. Are they pro level? No. But are they much better than I was 6 months ago or a year ago or whenever it was? Yes, they are. And just focusing on that, it was one of the first times where I think my hand insertion and the top fixation was in the same exact spot for both hands throughout the entire 10 minutes. So I will say 9 minutes. The last minute that I did, I gave myself 1 full minute of rest. So I let the clock roll around. I skipped one. I did a 1 minute sprint of as many snatches as I could do. Now, why did I do this? Because I was watching, and when I did 5 snatches one side, 5 snatches the other side, and I'm looking and I'm like, man, my heart rate like barely even changed. It barely even budged. That's awesome. That's way different than where I was a year ago or longer or whatever it may be. It shows progress. Yeah, do I like it when I do the snatch and my heart rate is like hitting the 190s or something, or something just fucking crazy, yeah, I do like it. It's kind of cool, it's kind of fun. But the main goal of it is to do the most amount of work and have your heart rate lower. It shows efficiency, you know? That's what was so damn cool about it, is that seeing that progress, like an actual figure, you know, an actual metric saying that, look at this. This is much, much better than you were before and previously. Now that I didn't have the same heart rate monitor that I currently have, so it was, the point of this is, I did in a 1 minute sprint, I did 38 or 39. I know it's one or the other. 38 or 39 full snatches in a minute sprint, 16 kilos. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. I think it's pretty good. Could I keep that pace for 5 minutes? Hell no. Could I keep it for 10? No, but I did a minute sprint. The highest my heart rate got was 172. I think that's pretty damn good. I don't know, it's my own little test, I guess you could say, so I don't know what others, there's no comparison, you know, I don't have anything to compare it to, but I think it's pretty freaking good. I don't know how accurate the VO2 max is on that, but before I worked out today, I just laid here and retook a test, you know, and it said 60. Don't know if that's good or not. I don't know how accurate that is. I've been told that it's very accurate. Obviously it's not in that way of measuring VO2 max. The heart rate part of it's very accurate. But whatever it uses as a metric to do that, when I very first got it and took it out of the box, I said, oh, test, you know, it walks you through everything. Yeah, sure, I'll test it. And it told me I was a 56. So I went even higher. So I went up 4 points, which whatever the metric is that it's using to do it is pretty damn cool. So really, really hope you guys enjoyed this one. I say that every time. This has been a very, very fun journey, something fun to do. I really thought Miss Luna Bell was gonna be over here more. Let's see if I can get her to say goodbye. Come here, Luna. Luna. Come here. Here she comes. You didn't show them your toys. You didn't show anybody your toys. Hi. Hi, the puppy. Hi, the puppy. Hi. You say bye-bye? Look, ready? Wave bye-byes. Come here. Oh. Say wave bye-byes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-byes. Oh, good girl. Oh, there we go. She's got her toy. What's her toy? Come on. Show them your toy. What is this? That's the Luna I know. This is the Luna I know. She's a maniac, right? Say, I am crazy, Dad. I am wild and crazy. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Share it with somebody who you think will be into this kind of stuff. Would be into the way that we kick our own asses. So, again, say bye-bye, Luna. All right, I'll see you guys later.